Our movie starts where we are taken on a house tour which starts with a room seemingly belonging to a child. And let me tell you, the room decor was creepy as hell. A hand wearing gloves picks up a sharp knife hanging on the wall and starts walking towards the bathroom. After reaching the bathroom, the hands draw apart the curtains revealing a young lady, Amy, taking a shower. The hands turn out to belong to a masked man who stabs her in the stomach, but the knife bends, leading to the realization that it is a rubber prop knife and the attacker is no one but her younger brother, Joey. Anger takes over her, and she goes downstairs to scold him but finds herself double pranked when she lifts up the blanket to see the masked man with a knife embedded in the head. Annoyed, she decides to not take Joey to the carnival. After getting ready, she was about to leave when her father warns her about the disappearance of girls in the carnival the previous year. Her mother disagrees with her dating choices. Her new boyfriend comes to pick her up. Concerned about what her father said, she asked him to go for a movie instead, but he declines. They pick up Liz and her boyfriend Richie, who were supposed to accompany them to the carnival. Joey, seeking the opportunity, escapes out of the house with his friends. After a cozy handshake between Amy and Buzz, the four of them get out of the car and engage in diverse typical carnival activities. The girls run into an old lady with a handbag in the washroom who nods at them peculiarly. On their way, Joey and his friends encounter a man driving a truck who offers them a ride. But suddenly, he pulls out a gun, scaring the kids. But it turns out that it was just a prank. They visit the Freaks of Nature exhibition and are startled and feeling pity at the same time. They also visit the fortune teller, Xena. Confused about what to do next, they hear a man announcing about the dark ride, the Funhouse. The barker says that once they go in, there's no escape. At this point, Joey also arrives at the carnival. They enter a 21 or above strip show, but when asked to buy a ticket, they leave. Liz, while peeping into the strip show tent, accidentally collides with a person who is busy passing water, and her carnival treat falls in his pool of urine. After walking through the whole of the carnival, they find themselves standing in front of the Funhouse. On Buzzy's suggestion, they decide to spend the night there. Liz and Amy call their parents to make excuses for staying overnight. Joey watches them enter the Funhouse and waits there for them to come out. Hours pass, the lights go out, and cleaning starts, but there is no sign of them. Joey keeps waiting outside. Inside the Funhouse, both the couples get all lovey-dovey and diligently start working on their romance. They hear a noise coming from downstairs and are astonished at what they see. They see a ride assistant in the Frankenstein monster mask who strikes a $100 sex deal with the fortune teller Xena. But unfortunately, he experiences a premature discharge and asks for his money back from Xena. Annoyed when she refuses to return the money, he kills her. This puts the group in fear and they decide to leave but are unable to find their way out as the door is locked. Richie goes near the dead Xena and, seizing the opportunity, steals money from the safe out of which the assistant took the money for Xena. Tired of failed attempts to leave the Funhouse, they go to their previous place. They hear footsteps downwards, and this time it is the barker of the Funhouse who was making the announcement along with the masked assistant. It turns out that the barker called Conrad Straker is the father of the masked man called Gunther Twibba. He confesses to killing Xena to his father. Conrad slaps him in rage and thinks of an idea to dump the body and make the locals accountable for it. He opens the safe to put back the $100 but finds it empty. Suspecting Gunther to be the one who took the money, he attacks him, revealing his monster-like creepy deformed face with large protruding teeth and unusually big eyes. Petrified by the scene, Richie drops his torch downstairs, drawing their attention towards the group. Conrad asks who is there. The group chooses to remain silent. Joey, still seeing no sign of his sister, thinks of entering the Funhouse. He starts looking for a door, but someone snatches him from behind and takes him away. Meanwhile, the group, horrified by what they saw, is still not sure of what to do. Suddenly, a skeleton pops out of nowhere and they get scared. But it turns out to be only a way of distracting them as soon a rope with a loop descends down and Richie is pulled up. On the other hand, we get to know that Joey is safe and the man who took him has called his parents to hand him over to them. The group picks up some arms from the Funhouse. They witness a cart moving towards them abruptly with an immobile figure lying on it. Agony takes over Liz as she starts tailing the cart but falls in a pit. Meanwhile, Joey and his parents are leaving the carnival. Watching them through the exhaust fan, Amy shouts and screams for help but in vain, as her voice couldn't seem to reach them. Falling into the pit, Liz finds herself in a ventilation shaft and realizes Gunther is there too. Thinking of what to do, she starts luring him for sex. As soon as he comes close and falls into her arms, she stabs him with a knife. But she fails in her attempt to kill him and gets killed by him instead as he pushed her head into an industrial exhaust fan. Meanwhile, Conrad has Amy and Buzz at gunpoint. Buzz, seizing the opportunity, stabs him, but then Gunther appears out of nowhere and kills Buzz. Amy runs for her life and ends up landing in the maintenance room of the Funhouse. She is sure she is the next to be killed. Gunther appears there and she attacks him with all her will. She pushes him on what seems like a network of naked and tangled wires. He is electrocuted and dies. Amy finds her way out and is the only one of the four to survive. And the end. What do you think about this one, guys? Let me know in the comments section below. Until next time, cheers.